Once upon a time, there lived a great king. In ancient China, the palace and gardens of the emperor were the most beautiful in the whole world. In the garden, each flower had little silver bells tied to it. They tinkled continuously. The garden was so large that it went through the woods and ended at the sea. In these woods there lived a nightingale who sang so deliciously that even the poor fishermen, who had lots of work to do, would stand still just to listen to him sing. Travelers from all over the world came to see the emperor's palace, but when they heard the nightingale sing, they all said, "This is better than anything in the emperor's kingdom." Poets wrote about this nightingale in books that went all over the world. In time, one of these books reached the emperor. He sat in his golden chair reading about his palace and garden. "But the nightingale is the best of all," he read. "What is this?" asked the king. "The nightingale? Why, I know nothing about it. Is there such a bird in my own garden, and I have never heard of it?" "I wish the nightingale to appear here this evening to sing for me," roared the emperor. "The whole world knows what I own, and I know nothing about it." He called his gentleman-in-waiting and asked, "Why is it that I have never been told about the nightingale, that they say is better than anything else in all my great kingdom?" "Your Majesty," said one gentleman-in-waiting, "I have never heard it mentioned. It has never been presented at court. Where is it to be found?" The gentleman-in-waiting ran upstairs and downstairs, in and out of all the palace rooms, but no one had heard of the nightingale, and so the gentleman-in-waiting ran back to the emperor to say, "Your Imperial Majesty must not believe everything that is written. Books are often mere inventions." "Nonsense," replied the emperor. "This book was sent to me by the Emperor of Japan. It must be true. I will hear the nightingale tonight, or all the court will be trampled upon after supper." And away he ran again, up and down the stairs, in and out of all the rooms. Half the court ran with him, for none wished to be trampled upon, and no one seemed to know the nightingale. At last they found a kitchen maid who said, "The nightingale? I know it well. Little kitchen maid, you will be promoted to the 3rd cook if you will help us bring the nightingale to court tonight," promised the gentleman-in-waiting. And so it was that half the court followed the little kitchen maid into the woods where the nightingale usually sang. there it is, one of the attendants said. What wonderful power for such a little creature. I certainly have heard it before. No, said the kitchen maid. Those are crickets calling. We're a long way from the place. I hear it, cried one of the courtiers. It's just like the ringing of church bells. No, those are cow bells, said the little kitchen maid. We shall soon hear the nightingale now. There it is, that pretty little bird in the tree, said the kitchen maid. How dull it looks, said the gentleman in waiting. Little Nightingale, called the kitchen maid, our gracious emperor wishes that you sing for him. With the greatest pleasure, said the nightingale, singing in the most delightful manner. That night at court, the nightingale sang for the emperor. The little gray bird made a sensation. Tears rolled down the emperor's cheeks. Such beautiful music had never been heard before in the palace. The nightingale shall have my golden slipper to wear around its neck. No, thank you, said the bird. I have seen tears in the eyes of the emperor. I have been well rewarded. And thus it was that the nightingale came to live at court. He had his own golden cage and 12 footmen to take him on a walk twice a day. Everyone talked about this marvelous bird. One day, a large package came for the emperor marked Nightingale. It must be a new book about our famous bird, remarked the emperor, but it was not a book. It was a work of art, an artificial nightingale, the same size as the real one, but this bird was covered with diamonds and rubies and sapphires. How it sparkled! A ribbon was tied around the neck of the bird, and on it was written, "This gift of a nightingale from the Emperor of Japan is very poor compared to the one owned by the Emperor of China." Everybody said, "Oh, how beautiful!" Now they must sing together. What a duet it will be! But when they did sing together, they did not get on very well at all. The real nightingale sang in its own way, but the artificial one could only sing waltzes. Then the artificial bird was made to sing alone. Just as great a success as the real one, and it was so much prettier to look at. Everyone would have listened to it 33 more times, but the emperor said, "The real nightingale must have a turn now." But where was it? No one had even noticed that it had flown out of the open window and had gone back to its own green woods. All of the courtiers said that the real nightingale was most ungrateful. Then they added, "We have the best bird. This one sings in a nice, orderly manner." So the real bird was banished from the kingdom. The sparkling artificial bird was the pet of the emperor's court for a whole year. One evening when the emperor was lying in bed listening to it, something strange seemed to be happening to its music. The emperor jumped out of bed and sent for his private physicians, but what could they do? They sent for the watchmaker, who, after a good deal of work, got the bird to sing again. Then he said that he couldn't renew the mechanism without injuring the tune. It was worn out beyond repair. The emperor said that the bird would only be played once a year. But rarely was the bird ever played. 5 years passed, and then sadness fell upon the nation. The emperor became so ill that he could hardly breathe. Precious little sparkling bird, I need you to make me well. Sing, sing. But the bird stood silent. Suddenly, from the window, there was a burst of lovely song. You heavenly little bird, I know you. I banished you from my kingdom, and yet you come to my side when I need you. Your beautiful song frightens away my bad dreams and makes me feel well again. How can I ever repay you? You have rewarded me, said the nightingale. I brought tears to your eyes the very first time I ever sang to you. Let my songs help you to wake up feeling strong and well. Sleep now, and I will sing to you. Long, the little bird stayed at the window, singing his prettiest songs. You must stay with me always, pleaded the emperor. You shall sing only when you like, and I will break the artificial bird into 1,000 pieces. Don't do that, said the nightingale. It did all the good it could. Keep it as you have always done. I cannot build my nest in the palace, but let me come to visit you whenever I like. I will sing and tell you about all that is going on in your kingdom. The only thing I ask of you is that you tell no one that you have a little bird who tells you everything. It will be better so. Then the nightingale flew away. The court attendants came in to pay respects to the emperor, whom they thought was dead, but there he